Hello everybody and welcome back to Gregtech, New Horizons. How's the guys' day been? Good? Let me know down in the comments below. So today we are heading to space, specifically the moon. Oh, I can't wait to get there now. So, last episode we upgraded our EBFs here to run with nichrome coils and EV tier power, and we got ourselves a vacuum freezer. And this setup has been going well, but we were having issues where our power wasn't working, so we upgraded to benzene. This setup right here. I haven't officially connected this to our setup yet. I probably should do that before I go to the moon, because I want to make sure everything stays running down here. I have moved the oil drill over to this one. This is the next biggest oil vein that was inside this region. And he has been mining for a while, but it's definitely pumping a lot slower than it did when it was over there. I don't know why. We were doing like 100 and something, now we're only doing 39. So I don't know why it's going slower, but we are still generating up oil. So if we're going to the moon today, there's a couple of things we need to get our hands on first. And that is going to be one, the implosion compressor, and two, the Galactic Craft core blocks. So like the oxygen collector, the compressor, bubble distributor, all the things like that. And I have been setting up this chest here ready for the moon. I've got myself a ton of diesel cells, even more advanced miners, and some of the components in here are for the implosion compressor. Bunch of chests to store all the ores we're going to be getting. It probably isn't enough, but if we have to come back home, we will. And I've got myself already half the oxygen stuff I need to survive on the moon. I got these out of loot bags, which is weird. But yeah, you can grab these out of loot bags, and I was just lucky enough to grab them. So I got 2 oxygen tanks and the oxygen gear. We still need to make ourselves the oxygen mask and the frequency module and a parachute. So they shouldn't be too difficult. But to make all these things, we're going to need all of the different compressed plates from Galactic Craft. And that's going to require the implosion compressor. So I've already prepared most of the materials for it, so we should be able to just craft the implosion compressor. The reinforced stone was just steel frame and wet concrete. And we have some HV tier circuits, solid steel, so plates and steel frame. There we go. Now, where are we actually going to be building this? This thing, if you are unaware, produces a ton of pollution, 10,000 pollution per second. We have pollution turned off, but if you don't, prepare for your base to be covered in smog. And I think we'll just do it in the back corner here, since there's some space for it. Or should we do it here? I don't know where to do it exactly. It is going to be running an MV tier power, so maybe we should do it over here. You know what? Since it's only going to be a temporary setup, let's actually just connect it with a combustion generator. Actually, let's use our gas turbines. Let's power it with gas turbines and use one of the benzene super tanks to run it. And we'll just do it in this empty room for now. So, maintenance hatch or energy hatch, input bus, implosion compressor. What level does this go on? It looks like it goes in the middle. Okay, so casing, output. Actually, no, I'm going to put the output and input on top. So input bus, output bus, maintenance hatch can go on top of you. That's not it. And then the rest is more or less just casing. Make sure it's hollow. And then in the top middle is a muffling hatch. And that should be the structure built. Yes, it is. We just need to do some maintenance. And are we ready to go? Yes, we are. Right, so we just need probably 2 of these turbines. I don't know if it needs, actually it doesn't need a lot of power, so 1 turbine should be more than enough. But to make this thing work, we're going to need our TNT. So let's come over here and grab our tank of toluene, which is this guy here. Let's also grab a thing of benzene. We need to pump this through a fluid solidifier. Looks like I have some steel left over in there, but we also need a ball mold. Do I have a ball mold? I should do. Yes, I do. So we want to replace this. Let's just get the ingots out of here. So the super tank with toluene will go on top here, and we'll put the ball mold inside, point you down, and auto fluid eject. Hello, bats. Do you mind? One of them died. And yes, now we're getting ourselves gelled toluene, and we just leave that run for a while. Let's go get the complosion compressor actually connected to power. Gas turbine, connect it. Super tank here, connect, and it's already fluid ejecting, and I'm starving. All right, and this thing is ready to go once we have the TNT and the plates needed to compress. So we'll start off by making ourselves the Galactic Craft machines. So oxygen collector is going to require an oxygen concentrator, compressed aluminium, compressed steel, oxygen fan, and an oxygen vent. The oxygen vent requires tin and steel, iron bars. The blade is just a bunch of steel and stainless steel components. This guy here is more steel tin, and we need these tin canisters now. And they are just compressed tin plates through an extruder with a cell. Okay, so we need to just get those 3 plates done so far, and that is going to be made using triple compressed steel, tin, iron, and aluminium. So triple compressed inside the implosion compressor will make us our compressed plate. And how much toluene have we got so far? Just about a stack. So combining that in a chemical reactor on circuit 1 with sulfuric acid. We have a lot of sulfuric acid in here, so we'll just borrow this. And we don't have a spare chemical reactor over here not doing anything. No. That was just warp. That was not actually something exploding. This guy here will do. So sulfuric acid, circuit 1, gel toluene, and slowly we'll get ourselves TNT. And let me just rob these chests here that are not doing anything. And you will auto-eject the TNT down. We do have some industrial TNT that I think I got the quest reward. Or from, I got from the loot bag. Looks like I got it like 3 times. Which isn't actually that bad. But we'll be able to use this just to get started. So, in here, we want an input bus with the TNT. And we'll start off with, say, the tin. And we just enable it. Yep, there we go. And each explosion you hear should be a plate being created. Yeah, that's going down very fast. Because each one of these plates here is either 1 industrial TNT or it's 2 regular TNT. And we're out of TNT now. But yeah, we got ourselves 48 compressed tin. We also get tiny piles of dark ashes that we can just throw away. I don't really think there's any use for these. Right, so I just need to wait for a bunch of TNT to be created. While we're waiting, we might as well get ourselves our full oxygen suit ready. So to make ourselves our oxygen mask, we're going to need reinforced glass plates. I have those, but a scuba helmet. And a scuba helmet is in an assembler, no circuits, with 5 rubber sheets, 2 reinforced glass lenses, with either glue or refined glue. And it doesn't need a circuit number, so yeah, that can go in here with these 2, and that will make that. So here's our scuba helmet, and this with reinforced glass plates will make us our oxygen mask. Now, to make ourselves our parachute, we're going to need a bunch of this canvas, which is just polyethylene rods and woven cotton, which is fine. We should have plenty of cotton. I've been actually farming cotton for a while now. We have 12k of it in here, and I have even more of it fully grown down there, so we should have no issues with cotton. So to do that, it was polyethylene sheet, so I need polyethylene rods. Do I have any polyethylene bars? If not, I'm going to have to go make some. No, I don't. All right, here's our long polyethylene rods. So they are just going to go along here with some woven cotton to make us canvas. No? Oh, it's not long. Oh, my bad. I thought it said long. Okay, that's easy fix. Just cut these back in half. Can I not cut them in half? Oh, I can. It's this way. There we go. And there's our canvas. We only needed 3, but that's whatever. And then with our fine steel wire, here is our parachute, and we're going to dye it purple. Nice. So that we can apply these now in here. So parachute, oxygen mask, 2 oxygen tanks, and our oxygen gear. And all we're missing now is the frequency module. This armor set right here is actually for when we go to Mars. We are going to need thermal padding because it's going to be pretty cold on Mars. So we need a way to be able to survive, and that's where that comes in. But we need to go to the moon first because our thermal padding is actually made from meteoric iron string, which we can only get from the moon. We'll get more once we get to Mars, but for now, we have to go to the moon first. All right, the next thing we need to do is actually go defeat the Wither, because we are going to need some nether star plates, and I'm not going to fight the Wither 9 times. So there's actually a neat trick where I think with Thaumcraft, you can make Salus Mundus with a null catalyst, which is made from a nether star using a diamond, flint, and some magma cream. And I think, yeah, you can duplicate it doing this recipe here. We just need a nether star to begin. So we can do that and just make ourselves infinite nether stars as long as we have Salus Mundus. So I did get myself some Wither Skulls. So let's go to the nether. Actually, should I do it in the nether? I do have a way down to the bedrock, so maybe we could do it there. Just need some soul sand. Now, our armor and our bow should be sufficient enough, but I'm going to take 1 golden apple just to be on the safe side. All right, we'll do it here. So, soul sand and the skulls. And there's a Wither. Okay, we do quite a bit of damage. And there we go, Wither down. So, nether star obtained. Let's head back up. All right, so nether star, flint and diamonds with a bunch of magma cream will make us our null catalyst. Now we need to go turn this back into a nether star. and that is with Salus Mundus. So let's go up here. I don't know if I have any. Do I have any Salus Mundus left? I have 16 here. Salus Mundus is just balance shards macerated up. And it looks like you can duplicate it if you have multiple of the aspects inside the alchemy thing. But I have 52 balance shards here. Oh, seems I have a few more. 62. Okay, that should be plenty. All right, we should have enough of it now. So just into here. Does it require any circuits? So 16 each? Nope. We only want to do the one. Oh, it's taking its time. Okay, I thought it was instant. 45 seconds. That's quite a while. How are we doing on TNT? Okay, let's go throw these in the implosion compressor and get the rest of the tin done. And then we'll do aluminium. And here is our brand new nether star. So we need to combine that in here to make it null catalyst. Tiny pile of nether stars. So we need to macerate up the nether star. All right, and we get nether star dust. And I think it's in this one. Yep, makes tiny piles. So that blaze powder, the null catalyst, and magma cream will give us more. So we can just keep duplicating it as long as we have tiny nether star and blaze powder, which I just ran out of. But we can make ourselves 5 nether stars now, which is nice. So I'm just going to go to the nether and farm some blazes for a minute. Maybe even get some magma cream. All right, I'm back with more magma cream and blaze powder. So back to what we were doing. Combine all of those. And now we have 10 null catalysts, which means now we can make ourselves at least a block of nether stars. I'm definitely going to need more Salus Mundus though. I'm not a chicken! Alright, a while later on a bunch more Salus Mundus, we have our nether stars. So to throw these into a compressor. And now we need to go throw this through the cutting machine to turn it into plates. This game really wants me to be a chicken. I'm not a chicken! So with our 9 nether star plates, now we can start crafting our NASA workbench. So for the robot arms, we're just missing some sensor lenses, which is reinforced glass lenses. I think, yeah, I only have 2 of those left. Come on! So I need to make a little bit more. What did I do with all of the glass planes I had from the reinforced glass? Here it is. So here is our 3 sensor lenses. That with electric motors. Do I have any? Yes, I do. Small bit. Stop with the eggs, please. And here is our 3 multi-purpose robot arms. So the only thing we're missing now is our IV tier circuits and hard walls. They are energetic alloy frame with some wet concrete. And it looks like it's 1 ingot each. And I only need 2. That's fine. Should have plenty energetic alloy. I do. Just need to turn some of these into rods. I'm going to take 2 pieces of concrete here because I can macerate this down into concrete dust and then fluid extract into liquid concrete. How are we doing on toluene? Oh, quite a bit. And TNT? Nice. I've been periodically putting that back in. So we're almost there now. We just need to complete the last 27 iron here. All right, and that's more or less most of the compressed plates I need. I'm definitely going to need more later, but for now, I think we're okay. So the other thing we're going to need is a display. I can make 2 of them. We are going to need 1 computer module for making the frequency module. That is going to require the basic wafers, the compressed tin, and the compressed aluminium, which we do have now. These wafers are just using a reinforced laser lens or a nether star lens with basic wafers inside the laser engraver, and different versions of the doped wafers will give different tiers of wafers for different tiers of rockets and space stuff. So we should have everything here for our frequency module. And I have a feeling we need 2 of these guys. Yeah, we're going to need a second one to make our lander for our rocket, because the rocket isn't just all these parts. We do need these other components too. So fluid canisters, pocket computer thing, and the lander, which is going to require a buggy seat, which is rubber sheets. That's fine. Okay, so let's get ourselves our IV tier of circuit. So that is aluminium, our EV circuit, SMD, inductors, and yeah, I have everything here. All right, and that's going to make us, I don't know, 10? That's going to take a while. All right, so while we're waiting for that, we were getting ourselves the energetic alloy box. So our concrete powder, fluid extractor, this guy in here on circuit 4, take out our concrete. Now, is this done in a chemical bath or... Yeah, chemical bath. So our 2 energetic frames in here, they're going to take 10 seconds each. So here's our 2 hard walls, tier 4. And what else are we missing then? An advanced assembling machine tier 3 or tier 2 HV. Don't know if I have a spare one of those. No, I don't. All right, there we go. And is that everything then? All right, and now we have everything for our NASA workbench. Yes. Oh, this thing looks insane. Okay, so to make our rocket now, we are just missing a few things. Well, we're missing everything, but it's not that hard. So heavy duty plates is going to be compressed bronze, aluminium, and steel. And how many plates are we going to need? I think we're going to need roughly 27. We'll probably end up making 30. So it also then said compressed bronze. So let's grab out some bronze here. Okay, so here's the 37 heavy duty plates. I thought it was only 27, but the actual quest book in here told me to get 37. So that's what I did. So let's go ahead and start compressing these. So we got a few stacks of TNT. I'm making more over here. So we should have enough to compress quite a bit of this. It takes 8 each. Oh, it looks like I still have some aluminium in here. Hopefully I have enough. It looks like I might. Yeah, all right, now we should have everything we need. So let's make ourselves everything we need for the rocket. Oh yeah, I wanted to get this guy too. This is an advanced world accelerator. We're not actually going to use it. We're just going to do it for the quest. Because to actually fuel our rocket, we're going to need cetane boosted diesel. And I have 18 of it here. Can be used as rocket fuel up to tier 2. But inside the MV chapter, if you complete it down here, you actually get a whole stack of it. So that's going to last us a while. Ooh, even a cake. Of course, all the bats are back. Yeah, teleporting up there gets rid of them. But anyway, so we need to get ourselves more oxygen tanks. So let's go in here. And we don't need that many since we're going to be able to refill these on the moon. So let's just go with an extra 4. And the other components then is an oxygen collector. We're going to need an oxygen compressor, but that's going to require some empty canisters. That is compressed steel plates and some steel rings. So it looks like we're going to need to make more compressed steel. And does this require a circuit number or anything? 4 to 4, so we can only make 2 at the moment. So empty canister. Oh yeah, we just used up our steel. So oxygen compressor. Nice. And the last thing then is... Oh, we need 2 more things. But the bubble distributor. What are we missing here? Have we got any? Yes, I do have a few. So the bubble distributor is actually going to allow us to breathe on the moon. It will create a big bubble of oxygen that we can stand in, and it won't lower the oxygen inside our cells. So as long as this thing's got power and enough oxygen, which we can use with the oxygen collector, we'll be able to create a habitable space on the moon that we can just AFK in, which is really nice. All right, and the fuel loader just requires a large steel container. We should have some over here. Yep, I need to refuel this thing soon, but we should be good for now. Wait, I didn't grab it. And there's our fuel loader. Right, let's see what we need for this guy here. So the lander, the fuel cells, and the computer. That is a keyboard, which is a stack and 40 buttons with an LV circuit and aluminium casing. I only have 12 buttons. Okay, I'm going to have to make more. Buttons are just pressure plates being cut. So iron springs and stone slabs. Okay, so here is our keyboard and computer case tier 1. So we should almost have everything to make the rocket computer. We just need another display. Okay, and the rest of it then is a HV sensor and emitter. I don't have an emitter. What do I need for that? All right, there we go. And the liquid is soldering alloy. Okay. Oh, this is done in a clean room. I was wondering why the recipe wasn't working. All right, so soldering alloy, computer casing, keyboard, 2 emitters, 1 heavy duty plate, and the display. There we go. And that's going to take 30 seconds. All right, so here is our rocket control computer tier 1. We also need to make ourselves an activity detector. That is a redstone torch and a piece of iron plate. We're also going to need a steel firebox, just a bunch of steel components. That's fine. Now we need to make ourselves some compressed alloy. So the raw version is going to be this bolted together with stainless steel, or we can just mold it together with more stainless steel. But that requires dual bronze and dual aluminium. So we need to compress more of this first. I also stuck a muffling upgrade on this guy because he was getting a bit loud. But there we go. We have them plates. So it's that plus compressed coal. Oh, I need to throw a block of coal in there? So the double compressed plus the coal makes the raw SDHC 120 alloy. Throw that through the implosion compressor. So steel firebox casing. We need another fuel canister. All right, so here is our rocket engine. And we actually are going to need a second one because the lander is going to need one. So that's annoying. Steel poles. Looks like I have some. I think I got them as a quest reward. So compressed copper and a buggy seat. All right, we're just about there now. So we need ourselves a nose cone, 4 rocket fins, and our tier 1 lander. There we go. So that is the entirety of the rocket. Let's grab all these parts and put it together. So rocket computer, lander, 2 fuel canisters, engine, fins, the 8 heavy-duty Tier 1 plates, and the nose cone. Tier 1 rocket is complete. Yay! Right, the only thing left now is to get a launch pad to be able to launch this thing. And that's just going to require some blocks of iron, compressed iron, and some advanced alloy. Do I have any advanced alloy? Oh, I do. Nice. Okay, so 3 of these, the compressed iron, and do I have any iron blocks? Yes, I do. So, landing pad, and it makes 3. And I think you have to build the whole thing, so you need 9 plates. And that should be everything we need now. So, we can build our rocket, and where should we actually launch from? I don't actually have a place built to do it, so should we just launch from, like, up here? Might as well. So center of the chunk as our launch pad, and here is our Tier 1 rocket. Lovely. Now we're still not ready to go just yet. We need to do a few more things. One of those things is to grab a pair of shears and go and collect a ton of leaves. I should probably sleep. For the actual oxygen collector to even work on the moon, it's going to need a source of oxygen. And what's better than just a bunch of leaves? So we'll grab a couple of stacks because the more leaves you have, the more oxygen it produces. And we want this thing to produce quite a bit. All right, what do we need now? So let's just begin with the oxygen collector and the fuel loader plus the oxygen compressor. We're going to need some oxygen pipe because we need to fill these tanks here now. So oxygen compressor will go here. And how does this work? I think this is the output here. So oxygen collector go here, that are facing into each other, and the battery we can just use these guys for now. We'll recharge them before we go. So you go in and you go in. We can see it is filling with oxygen. It's getting power. So all we have to do is put the oh wait, no, the battery goes there and that goes here. There we go. So now we can see it's filling with oxygen. And is there anything else I need? I can't necessarily think of anything. Ideally, I would like to get a fluid drill on the moon to get salt water, but I think we can do something different for that. Salt water is only for getting more like chlorine, but we have ways of getting lots of chlorine anyway through mining and electrolyzing stuff. So I think we should be okay. Okay, all the tanks are full, so we'll just take these back, put them back in here, recharge these 2 batteries. You can see it barely used any power out of them, but charge them up quickly. Nice. And we'll also take the battery charger too. And I did bring some turbo gas turbines that we can use. So we should be okay. I grabbed a tank of benzene. The only thing I need to make sure right now is our armor and tools and everything is fully charged. All right, if I've got everything, we should be good. So the chest full of everything we need. I have reservoirs. Maybe I should bring some water because we should be able to use reservoirs for water on the moon. Doubt we'll need water, but just in case. So all we need to do now is fill the rocket with fuel. So connect it there. And how many buckets of fuel does this thing need? Make sure, okay, I haven't got a keybind for that. So if we get in the rocket, it shouldn't do anything if I hit space by accident, but it takes 5 buckets of fuel. Okay, so 5 buckets, give it some power. And if we get in and press U, we can see it's filling with fuel and it's ready. So take out the battery, break this. We want to make sure we bring it with us just in case we need to refuel on the way back. And I did make myself another launch pad. I can't remember if this thing brings the launch pad with us. I'm pretty sure it does. But we have a water, everything in there. Armor fully charged. We got our oxygen gear on. Okay, I think we're ready. Well, if we're missing something, at least we'll know for next time. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Okay, it does take the launch pad. We're actually doing it. I hope it's not nighttime on the moon, because that could be bad. All right, here we are. So we want to select Earth. So in here and the moon, select the moon, and in the top right, launch. Please work. Okay, good. We need to press space to slow down or we'll crash, but I'll do that a little bit closer to the ground. Start slowing down now. And yeah, welcome to the moon. Make sure we fully land before getting out. And here we are. So we can take out our rocket, break this. I think, can we break it? Yes, we can. So this is the block we landed on. And if we take off from this exact spot again in the future, and we actually break the rocket. I don't want it on it. Oh, yay, trophy. If we take off from this exact spot again, we should land where we took off. Right, first things first. Let's clear out a bit of space and set up a little room so we can actually like build our oxygen setup. That looks like a face. That is creepy. Oh yeah, I forgot we have like crazy gravity on the moon. It's going to make jumping a bit crazy. So let's turn down the jump boost in our boots. Oh, that's something I forgot to grab with something for lighting. Because torches will just extinguish on the moon. I forgot about that. Oh well, we have night vision, so it doesn't necessarily matter. It's just not going to stop mobs from spawning in here, which is not good, but there's something we can do about that. So let's get ourselves a bunch of leaves, our oxygen collector. So I'll put you down right here. And in here, we need to give it some batteries. And it has not enough leaf blocks. So let's give it a bunch of leaves. He's collecting a small bit, so we need to provide the whole thing back here with leaves. All right, now we're collecting 82. So let's get ourselves our bubble distributor, connect this right here, and it needs 160. Yeah, we need way more leaves than this. I might need to expand the room a bit more, but give it some power. Do I have this facing the right way? Oh, no, I don't. You get a battery, and you get a battery, and then we'll just fill the rest in. And, oh wait, I can't block this. So you can see there is a slowly generating a bubble. Let's go outside and build the wall back a bit more. Oh, you can see it's starting to creep through. We've already gone through half a tank or more than half a tank already. Wow. Oh, we can actually start hearing sounds now since there's oxygen to create an atmosphere. And yeah, as long as we're standing in here now, we won't lose any oxygen in our gear. And it isn't necessarily important to build a whole room, but just on the safe side we are. All right, and how much oxygen are we collecting now? 240, plenty. So we can actually bring back some here. Oh, I just remembered what I never made. A prospecting tool. Oh, yeah, how are we supposed to see what ores are here? I completely forgot about that. We have so many miners. Let's just go down and put down a few. And to stop mob spawning in here, since there's no oxygen, we can actually use our torches. All right, let's just go put down a bunch of these things and we'll call it there. So to recharge our oxygen cells, we can use the oxygen compressor. And back here, I did move a backup block so we can add an oxygen pipe in. And I've got a few miners set up now. So we have, how many? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just need to chunk claim everything around here. Probably don't need to, but just to make sure everything stays working, we will. Right, so I'm actually going to call it there. So I'm going to be doing a lot more exploration around the moon. Probably setting up more mining drills and everything. The only other thing we need to find on the moon is a dungeon, and they're pretty easy to spot using the mini-map. So we'll go looking for one of those next episode, and hopefully everything will be good to keep going. So I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell while you're at it then as well. So without any further ado, goodbye.